Alright. Let's continue on. Shinoa, Sigram, and Kilos each possess a hidden sanctum, and all must be visited. Our first priority is to speak with the dragons. While you do that, I'll remain here and look through the Iscan records, and may be able to find something concrete about the Wind Destruction's true nature. Yeah, viewers. I kind of have bad news. Well, not technically bad news, but I screwed up with something really important. There's a quest that I actually failed. Yeah. The beautiful flower seeds. I've researched this side quest, and apparently I actually reloaded the game way back when I actually had the chance to, just before we headed to Ruins Island, and I actually completed the quest. And you get an item that when I researched, I think it's a unique item, and nobody can actually sell it. There's no other way for you to obtain it. But it is called Fortune Orb, and that Fortune Orb actually gives you experience points every time you take a step if you equip it to a character, which it sounds good and all, but I didn't think it's actually worth it for me to go through all of what we went through with the Ruins Island and all of that, so I could have actually to maintain my to try and finish every side quest available for me in the game, and I tend to do that, but I asked myself, is it actually worth it to actually go through all of that? Because I could actually go through that off screen, and and I can edit in my true progress after completing all of these and continue from there. It's not gonna be hard, but if the and I actually researched if there's actually a reward that we might get if we finish every side quest in the game, and there isn't. Not even an achievement as a reward. I don't know if you guys can count achievements as a reward, but you don't get anything from actually completing every side quests in the game. So it's a unique item. Just be careful. That actually the last seed was what was it called? I found it in Kilos, in the Kilos, in the not the wind shrine. It's I found it actually in the gorge just before getting to the shrine. So you get the seed, you deliver it to the lady, and you get the item. But since for me it's not gonna be a necessary item, so I'm gonna ignore it. I'm gonna save myself save myself some time, saving myself an hour or so of actually going through all of that again, because I don't think it is worth it. I don't think it's worth it, because the Ruins Island was actually taking definitely took me longer than I expected. So I'm not in the mood of doing that all over again. If the item was actually worth it, I would have done it without batting an eye. But since there isn't any reward, I figured that hey, it's not that big of a deal. So keep in mind, viewers, that some of the side quests will net you as a failed quest if you do not finish them before going to Ruins Island. So keep that in mind if people are actually playing through the game with me. Kairos Attendant. We, the Eskam people, were unable to trust any other tribe after we were persecuted and driven into seclusion. But it is reassuring to have leaders of all the other villages here with us now. I sincerely hope that you will be able to have a fruitful meeting with all the dragons. Definitely the same dialogue, but shorter dialogue. Is it meow or nya? Nya. Nya. I hate cats. Is that a dog or is that a goat? What the hell are you? You... Is that a little poly ears or are these actually horns? Now these ears, they are ears. Alright, let's go ahead and explore the village a little bit, viewers, and talk to the townspeople. This is a secret village, and I'm gonna have, you know, unique NPCs here, I assume. Melancholic man. A long time ago, the village of Iska was destroyed to make way for Altago City's development. In the wake of that, all knowledge of where the moon altar is located was lost. Feels bad, man. They must have felt faith in the dragons only gets in the way of riches. And now we pay the price of their ignorance. No one remembers where the moon altar is located. The one you saw near the city was likely a makeshift replica. A makeshift replica? What do you mean? You mean that altar wasn't actually a real moon altar? That doesn't make any sense. A makeshift replica, huh? Who's that? Quiet girl. Since we lost our elder family line, Kairos has assumed the responsibility of the village elder. Elder Kairos is really intelligent and a really great leader. On top of that, he's a master of the seal arts. Master of the seal arts. Elder Kairos is really intelligent and a really great leader. Personally, I think he's the perfect person to be our acting elder. Well, people like Kairos. I assume that's how you pronounce his name. I probably butchered his name, huh? Like Krushi? I want to go talk to Krushi. We will do that. We will do that. Nya. Nya. Look at me. I'm cute. Nya. I hate cats, viewers. Can't help it. I hate cats. Intellectual woman. This hidden village is being sustained by a strong seal art and the power of the moon. Huh. Interesting. So it's not actually, you know, another dimension. It's just, you know, it's hidden using magic. The two moons represent balance and are the objects of our reverence. Two moons? What the hell are you talking about? You're a friend, are you not? You intend us no harm? Absolutely not. Why would I harm you? Make no mistake, we don't have any suspicions about you, nor do we dislike you, but you are an intruder. We can't help but feel a little hesitant about trusting you. I hope you can understand. Okay. There are people here. This hidden village is always quiet. The weather, the view, nothing ever changes. Smart boy, huh? Personally, I'm happy to entertain visitors like you for a change. The pillar in the middle of the village has apparently been there since the very beginning. It provides comfort for the people of Iska who lost their true altar. You can pray to it if you'd like. Huh. It is a rather tall pillar with something similar to the seal of the moon engraved upon it. Huh. Interesting. It's been there all along, huh? Mysterious man. We, the people of Iska, have watched over the balance of Altago, hidden from the rest of the world. But then, there was an earthquake. This is sad news. An earthquake is proof that Altago is falling into chaos. Ah, yes. Allow me to say one thing, if you would. You have already acquired the powers of the dragons, and know the skills you must use to surpass the enemy. But in order to use these skills, you must first build up the powers of the dragons to the absolute limit. The powers of the dragons will increase more rapidly if you use your skills with a weapon containing them equipped. And I assume the higher the level of the skill you use, the more power it harnesses from its dragon. Remember that, and use it to your advantage. We already know that, though. The extra skill gauge builds up each time you use regular skills. Okay, we already know that, though. Also, keep in mind that the more SP the skill used, the faster the extra gauge will fill. So the more SP we spend, the more extra gauge we build. Regardless if we miss it or not? We are the tribe of Iska, given the duty to safeguard the harmony and balance of Altago. Even after our seclusion from the world, we have remained vigilant in watching over Altago's tenuous balance. But it seems the chaos is only growing. It truly is a sad state of affairs. Oh, look! There are two moons! You can see the reflection on the water there. Oh, that's neat. Oh. Two moons, huh? Interesting. Interesting indeed. Alright, I assume we talked to everyone outside of the houses, so let's go checking the people inside. Lonely old man. Is that me? Only the ringing of the Eskam bell will allow outsider to pass through the barrier that conceals this village. In all its 2 centuries of existence, the barrier has never been broken. Huh. That's good news. It is sad to have lost contact with the other tribes, but given the persecution we faced, we had little other choice. Our ancestors were persecuted and driven to seclusion by a tribe that betrayed their purpose. There is nothing more lonely or isolation than the feeling that no one can be trusted. We talk to this guy. Matthew Torres. With the appearance of the Dragon Warrior, the 5 dragons shall awaken, and then, what'll happen to Altago? Altago will be saved? ? My name is Matthew Torres, Dragon Researcher. Dragon Researcher? I have so many questions yet unanswered, but lack for material. I know. I'd like to ask you a favor, if I may. I'd like you to bring me materials you find in the sanctums where the dragons dwell. If you show me such materials, I'll share with you all that I know about the 5 great dragons of Altago. It is knowledge unknown to the outside world, but such knowledge exists to be used and shared. Quest 15. Lecture. Dragons of Altago was added to your journal. Huh. So this is gonna be some sort of a new, like similar to the, I forgot his name. The one that was stationed in the tavern in Altago City. Where every time I bring him an item, he's gonna, you know, he's gonna give me information about the dragon. That's really neat. I'm down. I'm down. Were you able to find any new materials? Let's talk to him first. Sanctums are mentioned quite clearly in the record that speak of the 5 dragons. However, there are no descriptors to tell us what kind of places they actually are. Though, we did lose a large number of our records 200 years ago. Sanctums are mentioned quite clearly, blah blah blah. Repeated dialogue. Let's come about the 5 dragons. The 5 great dragons are the beings that created Altago. They sustained and protect all life and govern the balance that maintains the land. Unfortunately, faith in the dragons has waned quite significantly in the outside world. If you can show me materials from the sanctums, I will share my knowledge of the 5 great dragons with you. You'll be meeting the dragons soon, so it may be beneficial for you to know about them. That's true. Discuss your material collection. I'd like you to bring me materials you find in the sanctums where the dragons dwell. I think this is gonna be repeated dialogue. If you show me such materials, I'll share with you all that I know about the 5 great dragons of Altago. It is knowledge unknown to the outside world, but such knowledge exists to be used and shared. I guess that's that. So we need to bring him some materials. What kind of materials do we need to bring? I really don't know. It's gonna be probably gonna be some sort of new items. Kind old woman. The people of Eska were practically annihilated during the Adonians' persecution 2 centuries ago. This hidden village was founded by the few who survived. But unfortunately, a great deal of Eska's knowledge was lost along with the lives of its people. It is truly sad to see a culture wiped out like that. Something that tends to happen, you know, or happened more often in real life history. It seems my granddaughter is rather nervous around you. Maybe it's because you're the dragon warrior. She's very outgoing once you get to know her, but she can be pretty shy at first. I think she'll warm up to you though. Let's talk to her. She's so cute. Ah, shy little girl. Don't talk to me, please. She seems guarded and suspicious. Why is that? The little girl is staring at you, blushing. She seems guarded and suspicious. Why are you shy, little girl? And this is the shop, huh? Doesn't make sense that a town like this has a shop. Oh, what the hell is this? It's an old scroll titled Spirit Elixir Synthesis. Yeah, let's read it. Life compound ingredients. Logout Seed 10, Ecoseed 10, Titanofluid 10. I don't have a lot of Titanofluid. Spiritual Water 10. Strengthening Compound Ingredients. Kamika Seed 10, Kimona Seed 10, Monster Fluid 10, Spiritual Water 10. Defense Compound Ingredients. Lucan Seed 10, Salimera Seed 10, Monster Fluid 10, Spiritual Water 10. Dexterity Compound Ingredients. Chiggle Seed 10. That's actually, by the way, the Chiggle Seed was the last seed that I actually needed to give to that lady for the quest that I failed. And you find it near in the gorge, in Kilo's Gorge. Natalie Seed 10, Holy Water 10, Spiritual Water 10. Agility Compound Ingredients. Ambuna Seed 10, Struga Seed 10, Holy Water 10, Spiritual Water 10. Huh. Are these some sort of buffs? I think they are. Damn cool looking crystals. Brandy Swinson. Oh, hello. I heard about you from Kyrius, the Dragon Warrior, and his companions, correct? The name's Brandy Swinson. I've been looking forward to meeting you. Welcome to Iska's synthesis workshop. Oh, so this is not a shop, it's a synthesis workshop. Synthesis workshop? What, you weren't aware? Synthesis originated in ancient Iska. All the other tribes eventually learned the art of synthesis, but none are so versed in its uses as the Iskans. Huh. So am I going to have access to better items to synthesize here? I assume that's gonna be the case. Well, synthesis does require special knowledge and tools, after all, and not to mention training. But even here, the art of synthesis hasn't seen much use in the last 200 years. We don't get out much. So, as a heads up, I'll be deciphering the old records while I work, but I'll do everything in my power to assist you. Oh, and on that note, have you heard of Eska's spirit elixirs? If you'd like me to try concocting such a mixture, feel free to ask. I suspect they'd be a great use. They would be of great use. Ask about the spirit elixirs. So, you're interested in the spirit elixirs? Well, then, allow me to tell you all about them. Spirit elixirs are one of many types of medicine that can only be synthesized with special Iskan technology. According to the records, these elixirs can improve specific attributes of whoever imbibes them. The catch is, finding the ingredients needed to make these elixirs is rather tricky, which is where you come in. I'd like you to gather the necessary materials to create these elixirs, so I can determine if it's even possible. Also, this is gonna be a side quest, huh? We actually need to make these spirit elixirs, huh? All of them. Of course, any elixirs I successfully synthesize will be yours for the taking. The experience alone is all I seek. There should be an old record on the shelf there that tells you all the necessary ingredients to make them. That aside, even though they're called elixirs, they actually come out as fine powder, sort of like sugar or flour. If I do succeed by carefully not spill or inhale them, the former would be a waste. The latter would really hurt. Alright, Quest 16, Spirit Elixir Concoction, was added to your journal. You can now synthesize Spirit Elixirs at the workshop in Iska. Huh, okay. So that is a quest. We need to synthesize all of these. Wonder if they are actually useful in battle. Or if we actually need them. Why the hell would you sell? Oh god. Why the hell would you sell? Good. Photon blade. That's not new. Nulnar sword. Aerial thrust. This one is new. It doesn't give the better. It doesn't give better damage though. I will buy all of them, but holy hell, 25,000 a piece? I don't have all of that money, unfortunately. Or impact. Crescent axe. Might actually have to come back here later to buy these items. I can, however, buy these pieces of armors. Moonplate mail for Adol. Iscan armor decorated with seals of defensive energy. We have Iris, worn by Iscan when going into the outside world. One for Doggy. One for Geese. New Moon robe. Robe swoon with a special technique. No need to buy that. Likina. Ancient records indicate former owner was an Iscan warrior. I'm gonna assume this is like some sort of a buckle. A small shield. Moon bracelet. Bracelet engraved with the images of the moon, waning and waxing. Let's buy them for both Doggy and Geese. Can we synthesize new weapons? No. Nothing new, at least. Oh, tornado. I don't know if, do you guys learn these skills or not? Because if not, I'll have to actually have to synthesize these for you. Ashen Rock. What's that? Tornado, Dash, a Geyser, and Rising Wheel. Thank you very much. Please come again. Oh no, I need to. Yeah, I need to synthesize it. I'll have to go back and try and get some Ashen Rocks from the gorge or from the wind shrine. What about you? I forgot the name of your skill, but I don't think you have it. I'm gonna assume you as well. Alright. Let's go ahead and synthesize the weapons for the for Mustafa and Elk. Or for the sake of completion. Nothing more. Equip? Yeah, equip. Because you are going to learn it. The only one left is a Feather Rod. I don't have one of them, unfortunately. Okay. Okay. Let's head to the other building here. Yeah, I'm trying to think of a way of if I should go back and get the Ashen Rock. I'll probably do that. Probably off screen, maybe? Yeah, I'm thinking if I should do it off screen or not. Aloof Doctor. Have you noticed the uniqueness and rarity of everything around you? It's because here we exist as though frozen in time. Huh. Our peace was disrupted every now and then by outsiders like yourself, but in general, everything is like it was. The last outsider summoned was the young, angry-looking fellow with the black hair. He doesn't have black hair. He has brown hair, and that was 2 years ago. Actually, I didn't come because Kyrius summoned me. We were corresponding, and I decided to pay him a visit. He'd mentioned that he knew the lost Iskan seal arts, so it seemed worth the trip. Exactly. He tricked you into coming, which is to say, he summoned you here. Now, here you are, slaving away to pay him back for what he taught you. Is it starting to become clear? Damn it, he's right. But he doesn't have to rub my nose in it, especially in front of Adol. I've got reputation. From the time the barrier was first raised, it is as though this village has been separated from the flow of time. Although there have been a few like you every now and again who found their way here from the outside. Okay. Is that all? I think we have one last... We have one last house we can visit. I think. Did we visit the one there? I think we did. What the hell is that? Is that an anteater? Gentlewoman. Iska's seal arts refer to a special type of magic in which physical charms are infused with various enchantments. Utilizing these arts, one can create an illusionary wall, a passage between dimensions, whatever you can imagine. Huh. It's strange to hear that animals like my friend here don't exist in the outside world. Yeah, we've never seen him before. It feels as if the hidden village has become its own enclosed ecosystem. Such an existence is indeed a lonely one. Huh. Alright, so I guess that's that. Did we actually get all of the side quests here? There are 3 more side quests left that we haven't discovered yet. Oh, we didn't talk to this guy. Grieving young man. This is the hidden village of Iska. The descendants of the lost Iskan tribe live here. Some are afraid of outsider, so please, don't do anything untoward. Nobody was, showing any fear. The little lady was just shy. This is the first time I've ever seen so many visitors at once. Some are afraid of the outsider, so please don't do anything untoward. Yeah. cool looking village though. Leave? No, let me... Alright, let's leave. Whoa. We're back. I still can't wrap my head around the fact that there's a village here, though. Unfortunately, no one remembers the spell to undo the barrier around this village. Oh shit, so they're stuck there forever? Oh, the village will be hidden there forever. The people themselves are not stuck. Ah, I almost forgot. I have something for you, Adol. Received Moonsong Bill. It's from Kyrius. You can use it to access any location that's hidden or sealed off through Iscan magic. Excellent. You rang this bill to get us all here yourself, right? Basically, yeah. According to Kyrius, there are other locations all throughout Altago that have been similarly hidden. If you come across any places marked with the Iscan seal, it wouldn't hurt to try giving the bill a ring. Huh. Okay. So they're like shortcuts. Sounds cool. Let's try that. Let's try it, Adol. But Adol can't teleport us all. Adol can't teleport us all with the dragon energy he received. We don't really need this to get anywhere, do we? There is a flow of strange energy. It seems all warp locations are no longer accessible to this disturbance? Huh. So we actually have to go by foot to every location again? Why is that? To extend gameplay time? Is that it, game? Really? That doesn't make any sense. What? The earthquake must have created disturbance in the flow of energy throughout Altago, masking all the warp locations. So it's not that the ability cannot be used, but that the power on which it draws has faltered. It's no more than a minor inconvenience, but all these anomalies and earthquakes do not bode well for this land. We must make haste. Right. I guess we should head to one of the villages for now. More cutscenes. Allocristans and the two others are currently on the run. Search parties have been sent to all the villages, but the fugitives remain at large. It is believed that they are hiding somewhere in the Altago Plains. Adol, I'm so glad you're safe. So they got away. General, your men have allowed an intruder into the palace, and now this. Are you not being a bit careless? I make no excuses for this. I shall dispatch 2 companies for a thorough investigation. Don't bother. There's no point sending your men to just walk around the plains. Set up checkpoints on all roads and wait for him to fall into the trap himself. We just need to show the people that we're actually doing something to find our escapee. Anything more is a wasted effort. I'll leave the matter in your hands, General. Your Royal Highness, please accept my apologies for causing you such worry with my carelessness. Perhaps Her Highness should rest and allow her humble servant to handle all further security matters. Right. Thanks, Drissen. I'll do just that. Good. Then I shall return to my duties. Princess, I agree with the General. You should rest. You barely slept last night. But Adol did not run away because he was afraid. He must have had left to do something relating to the dragons. Sigrun, I have a favor to ask of you. Huh, what kind of favor? Oh, goddamn, new music? Well, I guess that, the game isn't finished yet. This is chapter 2, huh? And we have a long journey ahead of us, huh?